Hello, my beautiful autumn hazers. Welcome back to the channel where we embrace the richness, warmth, and self-discovery of life in our autumn season. If you're new here, grab a hot cup of coffee, tea, or any hot or cold beverage of whatever feels right and settle in. We've got a juicy conversation today. Let's talk about the midlife crisis. We've all heard the stereotypes, right? The flashy sports cars, the bad hair dye jobs, the painfully young fashion choices, the sudden desire to date someone half your age. And for some reason, it's always about men. But wait a minute, why? Is the midlife crisis real? Or is it just a label we slap onto people who refuse to act their age? Whatever that even means. And if it does exist, why is it considered some sort of mental breakdown instead of, I don't know, just a phase of rediscovery? Friends, let's talk about what exactly is a midlife crisis. The term midlife crisis was actually coined in 1965 by a psychologist named Jacques. He described it as a period of self-doubt and identity struggles that people go through in their 40s to 60s. It's when they start questioning, is this really my life? Have I wasted my best years? Is it too late to change things? But here's what's interesting. This idea was originally centered around men. Because in those days, men were the ones with the traditional career paths. And once they hit a certain age, they'd start panicking about their purpose, youth, and status. But what about women? Do women experience a midlife crisis too? Here's the thing. Women absolutely go through massive transformations in midlife too. But historically, it wasn't called a crisis. It was just called getting older. Think about it. A man buys a sports car. Oh, midlife crisis. A woman dyes her hair purple and starts traveling. She's just having fun. But in modern times, we're seeing more and more women refusing to conform to the traditional idea of aging. They're starting new careers in their 50s and beyond, dating younger partners, dressing however they like, moving to new countries and starting fresh. So is this a crisis? Or are they just choosing themselves for the first time? Folks, again, I ask you, is it really a crisis or just a desire for change? Because here's a question I keep coming back to. Why do we call it a crisis at all? Isn't change a normal part of life? Every season we go through brings new awareness, new perspectives, and new desires. Maybe people aren't losing their minds in midlife. Maybe they're just waking up. Maybe they're realizing they don't want to work jobs they hate anymore. Maybe they're tired of suppressing their true selves. Maybe they want to embrace joy and freedom in a way they never did before. And let's be honest, what's so wrong with that? Because I've asked myself, am I in my personal midlife crisis? Or should I say awakening? I'll be real with you, autumn hazers. I feel this shift happening in my own life. I'm in my 50s and suddenly I'm craving change more than ever before. I want a life that feels intentional and more meaningful to me. And yet, there's this internal battle. Do I follow my dreams, even if they seem risky or unrealistic? Or do I do what's expected, seek stability, security, and keep things safe? The world tells us we should settle down, be practical, and not rock the boat after a certain age. But my heart, my soul, it's telling me something very different. And that makes me wonder, maybe the real crisis isn't what we're doing in midlife. Maybe the crisis is how the world perceives it. So I guess what I want to know, autumn hazers, is do you think you might be going through a midlife crisis or a midlife awakening too? Here are my questions to you. Are you feeling a strong pull for change? Are you questioning what you truly want from life? Are you choosing to live in a way that feels right to you instead of following the rules? If so, congratulations. You're not in a crisis, my friend. You're in an awakening. That's what I choose to thin K, and I, for one, am right there with you. Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you think the midlife crisis is actually real? Or is it really just a term used to shame people for embracing change? If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep conversations here at Autumn Haze. Here's to living boldly in our autumn season. Until next time, take care and live your life your way.